Hey everyone, welcome back. Last time, we covered part 1 of Matthew Pollard's The Introvert's Edge to Networking. We learned why traditional networking fails introverts, and how finding our passion and niche sets a solid foundation. Ready to build on that? Today, we're diving into part 2. Pollard reveals the introvert's secret weapons: storytelling, defining your unique difference, and identifying the right people to connect with. Let's get started. So you've found your passion and your niche, but how do you communicate your value without feeling salesy or awkward? Chapter 4 introduces the power of storytelling. Forget boring facts and data dumps. Pollard shows that stories are the key to connecting emotionally and bypassing that logical brain skepticism. He even dives into the science, concepts like neural coupling, where the listener's brain syncs with the storytellers, and mirror neurons, which make people feel the story as if it's happening to them. Here is a story of Bethany, a custom home builder. She struggled to explain the risks of using separate designers and builders. Instead of lecturing, she learned to tell the story of Megan, a client whose dream home budget was shattered by poor communication between her designer and builders. This story educates prospects emotionally, making them receptive to Bethany's design-build solution without a hard sell. Pollard suggests crafting just 3 core stories based on your niche's main problems. Structure them simply. Detail the problem, including financial, opportunity, and emotional costs, like Joe the electrician losing referrals. Explain the analysis and implementation briefly. Showcase the outcome and state the clear moral or lesson learned. Stories make you memorable. Apparently up to 22 times more memorable than just facts. Okay, stories help you connect, but how do you stand out in the first place? Chapter 5 is about defining your difference with a unified message, or UM. This isn't your job title. It's a unique, intriguing way to describe who you are and the value you bring. Positioning you as a category of one. Whitney is a copywriter struggling in a commoditized market. Instead of copywriter, she became the mission maven, specializing in helping mission-based health tech companies. This UM immediately sparks curiosity, prompting the magic question: what exactly is that? It's a hook that invites you to share more, changing the dynamic from push to pull. Pollard himself uses the rapid growth guy. The key is to create a 2 to 3 word phrase that hints at your passion, your niche, and your value, but is slightly ambiguous, making people want to know more. Crafting this takes time and introspection. Focus on the higher level benefit you provide. And Pollard warns, don't worry if your family or friends don't get your UM initially. Like Shane, the arbitrage architect helping doctors with real estate, your UM is for your target audience, not those who already know you. Now, armed with your stories and your unified message, who should you be talking to? Chapter 6 delivers a plot twist. Networking isn't primarily about finding prospects. While clients and employers are important, the real leverage comes from connecting with champions and momentum partners. Champions are influential figures who can open major doors and lend credibility. Momentum partners are connections who mutually share their networks, like being on a rowing team together. Pollard stresses avoiding, quote, prospect tunnel vision. He shares how offering value freely to potential champion Judy Robinette, rather than trying to sell to her, created a powerful, long-lasting partnership. That generated far more value than a single transaction ever could. It's about playing the long game, adopting a giver mentality, rather than being a taker or a balance sheet maker who constantly keeps score. Crucially, Pollard emphasizes that finding these key people isn't just luck. You need to do your research before you get in the room. Use LinkedIn, Facebook groups, event pages, whatever you can, to identify potential prospects, momentum partners, and champions attending an event. Look at their profiles, see what they're posting about, find common ground. Pollard shares how he used this strategy when he first moved to Austin, connecting with key players like Tom Singer and Johan Borg before events, which led to immediate integration into the local business community. This preparation turns cold encounters into warmer, pre-planned conversations and takes the pressure off. Finally, Chapter 7 briefly touches on what to do in the room. Using the movie Groundhog Day as an analogy, Pollard advises focusing on the system of networking, not on hitting a home run with every single conversation. It's about practice, refinement, and sticking to your prepared approach. So Part 2 gives us powerful tools, leveraging stories to connect emotionally, defining ourselves uniquely with a unified message, identifying high-leverage connections beyond just prospects, and the importance of pre-event research. What do you think? Does storytelling feel like a more natural way for you to communicate value? What ideas do you have for your own unified message? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let me know what book summaries you'd like to see next. Please hit that like button if this was helpful, and subscribe for more insights. Want to learn this specific 4-part structure to make any story compelling and memorable? Or are you curious about the step-by-step process to brainstorm and refine your own powerful unified message? Matthew Pollard lays it all out clearly in the book. If you're ready to transform your networking approach using strategies that play to your introverted strengths, definitely consider reading The Introvert's Edge to Networking. You can find the link to purchase it in the description below. Thanks for tuning in.